Check 1, 2.
Yeah, I've got green bars. All right. There's like an audio reading on there at the bottom of the video.
Yeah, like, so check 1. Like, now I'm speaking into the microphone. Yep. Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Let us know if anything else comes up, all right? Thanks for your help.
Example, but I'm also the guy that has to yell and get everybody going, you know, say
Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And good afternoon, hockey fans, and welcome to the Four Seasons Center in Owatonna, Minnesota, and today's USPHL Elite Division Midwest Division game between the Steele County Blades and the Dells Ducks. The Steele County Blades, the host team tonight. The Steele County Blades come into tonight's or this afternoon's record in 5th place in the league. They played 6 games. They've got a record of 4-1-1. The Ducks, on the other hand, come into this afternoon's game in 2nd place. They've got a record of 7-2. The Ducks, this is the 4th meeting between the two teams. The Ducks lead the series 2-1. They split a couple of weeks ago over in the Dells. The Blades taking the second of that 2-game series. Last night, the Ducks beat the Blades 4-3. Benefiting from 2 goals on a double minor by the Blades in the second period. Sherman Mowry had a hat trick for the Ducks last night, scoring 1 in the second period, and he got both power play goals during that double minor in the second. Blades goals last night were scored by Spencer Heitkamp, Colton Springer, and Soren Kolstrup. Kolstrup, the local player. Springer back from played a couple of years now with the Blades. I believe this is his 3rd season. Spencer played with the Blades last year, and this is Soren's 3rd season as well. Heitkamp got the Blades on the board first, back in the first period at the 2:57 mark. Ducks came back on Mowry's goal at 6:41. That tied the game at 1 apiece. Then the Ducks came back and scored 2 more on that double minor penalty. Mowry getting both of those for his hat trick. The Blades rebounded, tying the game after a goal by Colton Springer and Soren Kolstrup, both of those goals in the second period. But it was the Ducks' Corey Schwartz scoring late in the second at the 16:36 mark. That played at 4-3. There was no scoring in the third period. The Ducks went on to win last night's game 4-3. Just going through the starting lineup introductions right now. Here are the starting lineups for the Ducks. First of all, starting in goal is going to be Gennaro Anzavino. On the blue line for the Ducks, it'll be Evan Erdman and Alex Olette. Up front at the forward line will be Christian Vela, John Banovitz, and Matthew Stewart. Starting tonight for the Blades, in goal, it's going to be Mike Severson from Viroqua, Wisconsin. On defense for the Blades tonight, it's going to be Tristan Clusat from Larkspur, Colorado. And Jordan Jackson, originally from Auburn, New York, lives here in Owatonna now. And the forward line is going to be made up of Antonio Nahara from Mexico City, Mexico. Chase Lewis from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, the leading all-time scorer for the Blades. And centering that line is going to be Kyle Wadden, coming up from Des Moines, Iowa. We'll drop the puck in just a couple of minutes on tonight's game. Right now, we're going to pause as we play our national anthem. We've got a four-man officiating crew tonight. The head referee is going to be Joel Millett. Also helping out at referee Matt Hazuka. Linesmen tonight, Eric Frickman and Ben Richter. Being this developmental league, occasionally the referees work paired together so that they can provide feedback. Supervisors get to take a look at them and what works, what they could use some improvement on. So Joel Millett and Matt Hazuka, referees, we've seen a lot of them here at the rink over the last few years. Fifth season for the Steele County Blades here in Steele County. Taking the face-off for the Blades, it'll be Kyle Wadden, and he'll take the draw against Christian Vella of the Ducks. Millett gives the puck off to Hazuka, and everybody's ready, goalie's ready, scorekeeper's ready. There's a drop of the puck. Blades win the opening face-off. Back to the fenceman to Jordan Jackson. Jackson carries it across the red line, dumps it deep into the corner. Down on the forecheck is Kyle Wadden. Wadden has it pinned up against the boards. Over to help him is Naharro. Skated out now by the Ducks. Out to the center ice. Chipped back by Chase Lewis. Lewis circles back to pick it up for the Ducks is Erdman. Erdman skates it up ahead. Picking up on the far wall is Hunter Kraus. And the Ducks bank it off the glass out to center ice. Picked up there by Chase Wedding. Wedding moves it up ahead to Coy Payne. Blades out with the second line already. Wadden still out there from the first line. Stepping out up from defense, Coy Payne, and the puck goes up into the stands, and that'll be a souvenir for one lucky player, or one lucky fan. Just getting underway, 19-13, remaining here in the first period. Springer out there on this line, along with Soren Kolstrup. Taking the face-off, here's Caleb Combs for the Blades. Blades win it. Kolstrup tried to drop it back to his defenseman Payne, but misconnected, and the puck goes down into the Blades zone. Blades pick it up on the far side wall. They chip it out. They get Kolstrup, moves it up to Springer. Springer checked off the puck. Kolstrup there to pick up the loose puck. Springer down there to help out. Nice play by the Ducks there. John Banovitz on the forecheck. Blades continue to control. Now loose puck is picked up by the Ducks and right behind the net. Try to get it out to the zone. Kept in here on the near side by Wassum. Jagger Wassum from Aberdeen, South Dakota. They fire it down. It'll be an icing call. That'll bring the face-off all the way down to the other end. Colton Springer skates over to the bench, shaking up a little bit. Not sure if it looks like he got an upper body something going on there, but looks like he's going to be okay, but shaking up a little bit on that play. Just getting underway, minute 24 into the first period. Out to take the draw for the Blades, Corey Potash. And he'll face off against Matthew Stewart. Ducks win that one cleanly. And they break it out of their own zone, but mishandled at center ice. Potash fires it down into the Ducks zone. Picked up on the far side boards. Ducks get it out to center ice. Over to retrieve Jordan Jackson. Play to Jackson. Fires it over to Spencer Heitkamp. Heitkamp moves it up ahead. Now the Ducks have it at center ice. Potash drops it into the Ducks zone. He skates off for a change. Here come the Ducks back down the other way. They dump it deep, and they skate off for a change. Picked up by Jackson behind the net. He's checked off the puck by Smith, it looks like. Smith or Erdman, one of the two. That's 22 and 23 down there. Picked up on the near side boards by Griffin Waters. And skated up ahead by Lieb. Christian Lieb skates it, dumps it deep on the chase. Picking it up for the Ducks is Repaul. He gets the outlet pass, and it's shipped back in by Caleb Kranzler for the Blades, rather. And the Blades will change up one as Repaul circles back for the Ducks, passes it up ahead to Maury. And now it's a breakaway for the Ducks. That was Tom Koviak. Found himself wide open, streaking across the blue line. Now he'll have to tag up as the Ducks will change a full line, and the Blades will circle and try to break it out of their own end. Off the skate of Nahara, and here come the Ducks. Late on the forecheck. Here come the Blades with the breakout. Oh, and the pass up to Nahara just misses, and that'll be all the way down for an icing. So had Nahara coming across, coming out of the zone with a head of steam, but pass just about 2 feet off the front of his stick. Wasn't able to gather that one in. And that'll be an icing call and bring the face-off back to the Blades zone. Mike Severson, the goalie for the Blades. Severson from Viroqua, Wisconsin. Christian Vela takes the draw for the Ducks. Gathers up the loose puck, and the puck covered up by Severson outside the net. No shots on goal so far with 16:44 remaining here in the first period. Vela will take the draw again for the Ducks. And he'll face off against Caleb Combs. There's the drop of the puck. Ducks gather it up. Oh, they mishandled it at the blue line. Now it's a turnover, and here comes Springer. Springer had it down in the corner. Not able to get set up that centering pass. Good defense there by Evan Erdman of the Ducks. Matthew Stewart also down there. There's a quick shot out front. Saved by Enzavino. And here come the Ducks. Big collision back behind the play. It's going to be an interference call, I believe. Might be both of them. Hazuka's had his arm up. The referee, and be an interference call. I'm not sure who got in the way of whom, though. So we'll find that out in just a second here. Time of the penalty is going to be 3:45. And it looks like it's going to be on the Ducks. And we don't have anybody in the penalty box yet, so they don't have anybody in the penalty box. They haven't figured out who the offender was. Well, I think they knew the offender just wasn't fessing up. So in the box for the Ducks, it's Alex Ouellette. So the Blades will go on the power play, 16:15 remaining here in the first period. Chase Lewis dangles out front at the high slot. Puck's chipped off his stick, though. Soren Kolstrup with it in the corner. Down helping him out is Kyle Wadden. Battling out, and the Ducks chip it out of the zone. And back to retrieve for the Blades, Chase Wedding. The Blades will circle up in their own zone, work the breakout. Pass up to Wadden. Wedding carries it across the blue line. And delayed offsides. No, they're still offsides. Wadden, they were waiting for a delayed offsides, waiting for the tag up. Wadden chased in early, but it doesn't matter. Here they come back. Wadden carries it down the near side boards. He's got Wedding at the blue line. Wadden within the near side boards, up to the top to Wedding. Mishandles it, and it comes out to center ice. Blades will have to tag up. Over there to pick it up is Chase Lewis. Chase drops off for Wadden. Wadden skates it down into the corner. Now the Blades finally have things set up. They've changed off a couple of players. Wadden has it on the near side boards. Looks around. Drops it off to Colton Springer with a slap shot. And a tip and just out. And there's a loose puck again. Oh, Chase Lewis fans out it on the far side post. And a slap shot again from the point. That one's blocked by Jake Tom Kobiak. And he hobbles off for a change. And back in his own zone is Coy Payne. Payne fires it up the ice. Nobody there to pick it up, though, and Evan Erdman ices it down for the Ducks. And there's 23 seconds remaining in the power play. Ducks move it up. They ice it down, and once again, and Coy Payne is going to try to break it out of the zone. He fires it up ahead to Christian Lee. Lee tries to catch up to it, and now it's dropped off the blue line. Wrist shot, hits traffic out front. That one got a piece of Matthew Stewart, I believe. And the Ducks ice it down once again. They'll change off a couple of players. Severson plays it behind the net. And that's the end of the power play. Ducks are back at full strength. And dumping it into the zone is Christian Lee. Also to help him out is Caleb Combs. And there's a slap shot. I think it just went wide. I think and Zavino got a piece of it, but it wasn't on net from what I could see here anyway. Only 2 shots on goal so far in the game, and those 2 are for the Blades. Now with a rush on the far side, it's Wyatt Nielsen. Nielsen crashes into the boards down on the far side. He's slow to get up, but he does get up. And there's a slap shot well wide of the net. Nielsen picks it up, rings it around the corner. And the Blades get the puck back. Working it in the corner, wrapping it around to Jagger Wassam. Wassam tries to move it up ahead. Oh, it's picked off there in the high slot, dropped down low. It was picked off by Jake Tomkowiak. Tomkowiak having a good game so far. Nice crucial block during that power play, and good defensive play here in the Blade zone to keep the play alive for the Ducks. Nahara checked off the puck there by Matthew Stewart. Blades dump it deep, get it to the red line. They dump it deep. They're able to skate off for a change, and here come the Ducks back the other way. Stewart moves it up ahead, carrying it across the blue line. Christian Vela, his shot is wide. Over to pick up the rebound, Hunter Kraus, but that one went up into the netting, and that's gonna stop play with 12:54 to go here in the first period. A couple of good opportunities for the Blades down on the other end. Anzavino with a nice save. A couple of loose puck bounces out front. Blades couldn't convert. Ducks successfully kill off that first penalty. The score remains 0-0. 12:54 remaining here in the first period. Ducks have had one shot on goal. Corey Schwartz out there for the Ducks, and carrying it across for the Blades. Quick shot out front. Rebound saved by Anzavino. That was Friese, I believe. Carrying it, yeah, Friese carried it down deep, got a quick shot, backhand shot on. Anzavino had the save. The Ducks try to break it out, but nice play there by Coy Payne to keep the play alive for the Blades. Picking the loose puck up behind the net, it's Josh Repaul. He moves it up ahead, and it's picked off at center ice by Caleb Combs. Combs is going to skate in, drops it off, and nobody there as the Blades are changing up behind him. Soren Kolstrup in on the forecheck. He's got to skate back and tag up as the Blades dump it down into the near side corner. It's picked up there by the Ducks, and they fired off the glass, and that is going to be icing, I believe, and it is. And that'll bring the face-off back the other way. Good end-to-end action here so far in the game. It's the opening weekend for the Steele County Blades here in Owatonna this year. Last night, facing off against the Ducks, skated to a 4-3 loss. And the face-off will be to Anzavino's right side. Combs takes the draw. Ducks win that one. Soren Kolstrup on the forecheck. Picked up on the far side boards by St. Germain. Germain continues to battle down in the corner. He's got Colton Springer all over him. Springer and Kolstrup continue to battle in the corner. Kolstrup now brings out the puck out of there. Oh, centers it up for Caleb Combs. Combs can't find the handle in front of the net. Springer drops it behind him. And St. Germain moves it up ahead. It floats out to center ice, and the Ducks are going to skate off for a change, and coming back to pick it up is Jager Wassam. Wassam had Colton Springer here on the near side at the blue line, but Springer couldn't find the handle on that one, fires it in, and goes for icing. $11:25 remaining here in the first period. 2-1 are the shots on net. Blades leading in that department. No score on the scoreboard yet. Blades win that draw. Picking it up behind is Jager Wassam. He's mauled there by Nate Kuda. Kuda of the Ducks battling around. Also down there for the Ducks, Pat Freeman. And the Blades skated out. They get it up to Soren Kolstrup. Kolstrup's going to carry it across the blue line. Down the left wing. Fire the wrist shot. Just outside the post. Saved by Anzavino. And down there to play on the rebound is Kyle Wadden. And Anzavino finally gloves that one. That'll stop play, and it'll bring a face-off off to his, I believe they'll drop it on his on his right side. I thought that was the right side. I thought they were moving over to the left. 10:56 remaining here in the first. The two teams split earlier this year. Blades win the face-off. Chipping it down in the corner is Jordan Jackson, now on the blue line for the Blades. Wadden in on that play. Jackson keeps it in. Chase Lewis drops it down. We've got Lewis, Wadden, and Naharo, the forward line for the Blades. Jordan Jackson fires it back down into the corner. Chase Lewis on the forecheck. Jordan Jackson tries to come up and make the play. Ducks get it out to center ice, though. No icing on this one. Goes down the length. Down on the forecheck is Jake Tomkowiak. I just turned my head as they crashed into the boards down there. And looks like it might be a tripping call in the Blades. And Hazuka's got his arm up. We'll get the call here. It's actually a check from behind. So a check from behind. We'll see if that's going to be 2 or 5. Kind of a dangerous play there. So he might get could get 5 on that one. We'll see what they say. They're going to talk it over. Millette actually made that call. So it looks like they're going to do, see, is that a 5 and 10 or 2 and 5? We'll see what they call here in just a minute. Dangerous play as they were attacking down into the zone. I looked away just before it happened, heard the thunk, and Tom Koviak is okay, skated away, but dangerous play. They are calling a check behind. We've got 2 players in the box, and I believe that's going to be, we'll get the official call. So trainer's going to attend to Tom Koviak as he skated off in his own power, and we'll get the official penalty. The infraction was a check behind. I believe they're giving him a 2 and 10 on that. Ducks on the power play for the first time. Yeah, he's getting a 2 and 10. There's 2 on the board. So Clusat gets a 2 and 10 for the Blades for checking from behind. And the Ducks will be on the power play. Minute 24 remaining in the power play. Ducks work it behind the net. Attacking down in the corner is Benovitz. And the Blades are able to chip it out to center ice, and they'll skate off 3 tired skaters. Staying out for the Blades is Coy Payne. Back in the play is Jake Freise. Freise attacks at the blue line. That's Josh Repal. Dumps it down. St. Germain works it down the boards. Ducks have it down low. Stewart with it in the corner. And the puck is finally picked up by Chase Wedding. He fires it down the length of the ice, able to ice it. And the Blades will change up 4. Change up 3, rather, as Freise, buys some time and chews some time off that power play. He skates off for a change, and there's 23 seconds remaining in the power play for the Ducks. St. Germain skates it out of the zone. There's a delayed penalty coming on the Blades. And it's going to be a slashing call, and that one will go, looks like it's going to be on Christian Lieb. So the Ducks will have 2 back-to-back penalties. They'll have 5 on 3 for 17 seconds. Okay, doing the face-off for the Ducks this time, it's going to be Corey Schwartz. He'll face off against Chase Lewis. Lewis wins it cleanly, and they can't quite clear it out, though. Kept in nicely on the near side by John Banovitz. Out to the point, Banovitz with it. Drops it down to Nielsen. Nielsen carries it down into the corner. Defended nicely there by Chase Wedding. Wedding tries to bank it off the boards. Oh, he gets it past Banovitz down the length of the ice. And first penalty is expired for the Blades, so now they're killing off the second minor. It's minute 33. That was a slashing call on, I forgot who that was. Shot saved by Severson. Loose puck on the near side. Face-off dot. And Caleb Combs picks that one up and fires it down the length of the ice. Colton Springer in on the courtesy forecheck on the penalty kill. Nielsen with it on the near side boards. Defending him is Jagger Wassam. Wassam's there. Colton Springer comes in and throws his body around. Stewart tries to battle for the Ducks. Ducks carried in. Matthew Stewart down the far side into the corner. Nice defense by the Blades once again as Colton Springer puts a body in there and separates it. Comes out just outside the blue line, and that'll be an offsides call on the Ducks. It came out that Smith had it. Colton Smith had picked it up for the Ducks, but he was puck just came outside the blue line. They had players deep, so.
One thing I'll need is cordless, so maybe when I
Olette has it on the near side boards. Picked up by Vela. Vela gets it down. And the Blades, just about able to clear it, but Olette carries it. Wrist shot from the point. That one goes wide of the net. Picked up on the near side by Vela. Vela, it's chipped out nicely then by Corey Potash. Vela now has it. Fires it across, carried it across the line by Kuda. Gets it down low, can't get a shot on though. And the Ducks misconnect here on the top of the near side circle. Alex Olette is going to skate it in. His full line changes behind him. He's going to try a wrist shot from the corner. Sharp angle there. Now there's a wrist shot. Nice save by Severson there. As Colton Smith fired a wrist shot right from the top of the circle. .6:35 remaining here in the first period. No score between these two teams. Blades have 3 shots. On net, the Ducks have 4. Taking the face-off is Mowry. For the Ducks, he had a hat trick last night. He'll face off against Christian Lieb, and Lieb wins that one cleanly. Chase Wedding fired it up ahead, but the Ducks picked that one up at center ice. Moving it up ahead to Nielsen. Nielsen with a backhand shot. That one got in through to Severson. Severson made the save, and they kicked the puck out to the side. Tom Koviak circles around. He has it in the corner. Out to the point. And on the near side, nice deflection out front. Loose puck, and Severson gets in the way. Another nice save by Severson. Traffic out front. And it bounces in off defenseman. And the Ducks score. They go up by 1 with 6:03 remaining here in the first period. Blades killed off 2 penalties, 2 minors in a row, but they weren't able to break that one up. Ducks had a couple of chances out front. Blades just could not clear that one out. We'll get the score here in just a second. Time of the goal is going to be 13:57. Ducks are up by 1. 6 minutes remaining here in the first period. Another wrist shot saved by Severson. So Banovitz gets the goal. John Banovitz got the goal. On the assist was Braxton Walby and Jake Tonkoviak. So the Ducks are on the board earlier, somewhat late in the first period, I'd say. 5:34 remaining in the first. Down in the forecheck for the Ducks, it's Hunter Kraus. Blades are able to get a stick on it. They ring it around the boards. Coy Payne picks it up on the near side, gets it up to Naharo. Firing it deep into the zone is Kyle Wadden. Naharo is on the forecheck. Ring it around the boards, and there's St. Germain on the far side. He picks it up, gets it out to center ice, but no further. Chase Lewis now has it for the Blades. It's a wrist shot saved by Enzavino. And Enzavino finally covers that one up after giving up the initial rebound. And keeps it a 1-0 game. Ducks lead. 5:05 remaining here in the first period. Face off to Enzavino's right side. Blades control that. Wassam fires it down low. Spencer Heitkamp down there on the forecheck for the Blades. Loses the puck, and the Ducks move it out. St. Germain skating it down across the line on the far side boards. Dumps it, centers it up for Billy Perdue. He gets a shot in, and Severson makes a save and gloves that one. And that's a stop play with 4:46. Ducks had a flurry of shots here in the last minute and a half. They're up to 10 shots on goal. Blades are still sitting at 5 shots. 4:46 remaining here in the first period. We'll have an interview coming up during the first period with Roy Koenig. Had time to sit down with Chase Lewis earlier this week. So we'll play that interview during the first intermission, and then during the second intermission, we'll play a recording from Roy's interview with Soren Kolstrup, one of the other captains. Chance for Caleb Combs down low for the Blades, and Ducks finally knock him off the puck, and here they come back the other way. Moving up ahead, Coy Payne wins a race to the puck, and they move it out to Springer. Springer not able to bust loose, though, and Ducks fire it deep, and they skate off for a change. Now coming back the other way is Coy Payne. Drops it off for Springer. Springer's going to skate it across or down the red line. And now they move it up ahead, and Naharo there on the far side. Springer still battling on the far side, skated out now by Tom Kobiak. And they move it up ahead, and the loose puck is picked up by Nielsen. Wyatt Nielsen of the Ducks. And on the far side, it's Christian Lieb. He works it out. Get it out of his zone, and the Ducks try to circle back up. On the near side, Sherman Mowry rings it around the boards, and the Ducks will skate off for another change. Blades move it up. The pass up to Christian Lieb. Lieb gets it over across the red line, fires it deep, and the Ducks get it out to center ice once again. Picked up there by Caleb Kranzler. Kranzler moves it up to Freise. Freise gets it up to the red line. Drops it off for Griffin Waters. Waters fires it deep. He'll try to pinch it along the near side boards. It skips over his stick, and it's going to go down the length of the ice. That'll wave off icing as he had a chance to play that one. And it's picked up. They move it up ahead again. Attempted pass up to Waters is broken up by the Ducks. They chip it deep, and down in on the forecheck for the Ducks, it's Hunter Kraus. Carlson in the forecheck waiting for the rest of the line as they change up. The Ducks do, that is. 2:50 remaining here in the first period. On the near side, it's Kyle Wadden. Blades had a little rhythm going on in the first half of that first period, but can't quite seem to get their rhythm going right now. Loose puck was picked up by Stewart, or Corey Schwartz, rather. Schwartz puck is intercepted on the far side. That one was Wadden. And now here's a chance. Oh, just skipped over the stick of Billy Perdue as he would have had a nice little breakaway on the near side boards. We had one defenseman back, the Blades did. Ducks will change up again, 2:17 remaining here in the period. Blades pick it up behind their own net, up to Naharo. Naharo tries a rink-wide pass over to Wadden. Wadden brings it across, but he got it deep, but the Ducks chipped it out, and back to pick it up is Coy Payne. Payne fires it out to Wadden, and in on the forecheck, it's Chase Lewis. Chase Lewis picks it up at the top of the circle on the far side. His wrist shot, gloved out of the air by Anzavino, and that'll stop play with 1:49 remaining here in the first period. So we'll get our interview hooked up for the first period, then I'll jet down to the ice and do our first intermission little game today. We have Chuck-a-Puck here during the second intermission, but we always have a fan interactive experience during the first one. Ducks chip it out to center ice, and now skating across the blue line is Nate Kuda. Defended nicely there by Jagger Wassam. Ducks chip it out. They change up again. Circling up is Askari Valley. Valley from Pori, Finland. Fires it deep, down in on the forecheck, lays a body on Evan Erdman. Volley has it down in the corner. Gets it out to number 10, that's Corey Potash. Potash's wrist shot goes wide of the net, up into the glass, and now Nielsen comes back the other way. His wrist shot is wide. Oh, Cairns off the glass. Hit a seam back there and bounced back into the back of the net. Kind of an awkward play by, or for Severson to make. And now here come the Blades. It's Nielsen with a wrist shot. That one's off the stick of Chase Wedding. And that one will carry him off a stick up into the rafters and into the bleachers, and that'll stop play with 39 seconds remaining here in the first period. Blades win the face-off. Back to retrieve it is Jake Wassam. Wasson pulls up behind his own net. Looks ahead for the breakout pass. Good forecheck, though, by Hunter Kraus of the Ducks. They keep it in the Blades zone. Blades control, though. And they flip it up into the air. It's gloved out of the air with a head of Steve, and it's Caleb Combs, but he can't quite catch up with the bouncing puck. Here comes Vela. Vela backhands it down deep into the zone. He'll skate off for a change. Lone forechecker for the Ducks is Hunter Kraus. He lays a body on one of the Blades players. Now Soren Kolstrup, one-handed, gets it up to Springer. And Springer does a wrist shot, and just as the buzzer goes, it's off into the netting, and that'll bring an end to the first period. The Ducks lead 1-0 on a goal by John Banovitz. Time of the goal, 13:57. And we'll be back with second period action in about 15 minutes. Right now we'll play the interview with Chase Lewis and Roy Koenig, recorded earlier this week. And we'll be back with second period action in about 15 minutes.
Steele County Blades Hockey, the captain for the team this season is Chase Lewis, and obviously that's a nice honor. What does it mean to you to be voted or named as the team captain?
It's huge for me. I've been working at it this is my third year now. It's awesome to see that my coaching staff respects me, and I've earned that, and also the guys in the locker room respect me as that position and give me that leadership. It's definitely a duty, though. It's tough, but I'm willing to take the challenge and looking forward to it.
Now, is it something that it's a vocal sort of thing for you, or a lead by example? What do you look at as kind of the way you handle that?
I'm more the vocal guy. I have to be that guy because our assistant captains, Colton and Soren, aren't the loudest, most talkative guys, but they're always doing the right thing. So I obviously want to lead by example, but I'm also the guy that has to yell and get everybody going, say the right things at the right time. So I'm definitely the vocal guy.
Okay. As new guys come into it, people that are new to junior hockey, what is it that they need to do and that veterans need to show them to make a good, quick transition to this level?
You gotta definitely, the toll it takes on your body is tough for the young guys to understand. They don't realize it's going to get tough coming up here soon. I mean, you're going to take some beatings, you're going to be dinged up, but you got to push through it. You get your break after the weekend, and taking care of your body is a huge thing, too. You got to teach them to eat the right things. So I know it's easy to go get fast food, but you got to eat right, you got to drink plenty of fluid, stuff like that. Getting sleep. Can't stay up all night playing video games. We practice at 6:45, so there's a lot of little things, and you got to stay on guys about get your schoolwork done. I mean, you can't be a hockey player if you're not doing good in school. So there's a ton of little things, but the group of young guys we have this year, we really haven't had any problems on us, so they're great guys.
As far as on the ice here, through the first couple of weekends of play, and you guys have played a little bit and had a little bit of time off before we get into a weekly grind here, I imagine. But what are some of the thoughts about how the season has started?
We're deeper than we've ever been. I've been here for 3 years, and this is the deepest team I've been. We have 4 lines that, without a doubt, let's roll 4 all night. It's not we got one great line, or we got four great lines of guys, and our D are solid. We got 2 goalies, Mike and Tim, that have been stellar for us, and I'm really excited. Everybody's working hard. Nobody's selfish, so I think things are coming together well for us.
How do you like the rivalry that has developed and any experience you have against the Dells Ducks so far, knowing that they're the home opening team for the Blades on Saturday night and Sunday afternoon?
I wouldn't rather be anyone else. I know we beat them in their home barn for the first time in a long, long time on the opening weekend, and it's definitely going to be a battle. There's a lot of guys who don't like each other on the ice, but like I said, I wouldn't rather have anyone else because we're going to be ready to go, you know. So it should be fun. We're all looking forward to it, for sure.
Chase, where are you from?
I'm from North Carolina, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Yep.
And then your path to end up here in southern Minnesota, how did you end up here?
I moved away my junior year from my family and went and played in Faribault, which is actually town over. We knew the head coach there. He played pro hockey in my hometown, and AAA was getting a little too expensive, and it just made sense. It was the right move for me. And then my senior year, I did a split season with the Blades, and loved it here, and I've stuck with it ever since. So,
all right. What's your plans for after this year of hockey?
It's kind of a toss-up right now. I'm looking. There's chances that I could look into playing pro because of going back home with family stuff that's going on. But college definitely is. You got to go to school. So if you can take hockey and make that into school, that's a great thing, and that's what we're all here for. So it's a flip of the coin right now for me, but we'll see how it develops and where my opportunities are.
All right, Chase Lewis, captain for the Steele County Blades. Best of luck on the season.
All right, thank you.
All right.
And back here in the Four Seasons Center in Owatonna, Minnesota for second period action between the Ducks and the Blades. Ducks lead 1-0. They scored on a goal by John Banovitz at the 13:57 mark. Walby and Tom Kobiak were assisting on that one. Blades win the draw. Coy Plain skates it in across the line. His wrist shot is blocked out front. Ducks picked up the loose puck, bang it off the boards. Almost kept in on their far side. Coy Payne brings it up again. He tries to fire it up ahead. Stalls just outside the blue line. Lost my roster here for a minute. And the Ducks move it up ahead. They fire down to the corner. They're going to skate. They're going to change off 4. Down in on the forecheck is Hunter Krause. Kept in by Billy Perdue on the far side. And now the Blades chip it out to center ice. Chase Lewis had a whack at it. Ducks ring it around the boards, losing his feet behind the net. That's Billy Perdue of the Ducks, and here come the Blades out of their own zone. Picked up by Naharo. Ducks try to move it up ahead. Passes up to Corey Schwartz. He chips it down into the zone. And good hustle to the puck that time by St. Germain. Kept the play alive for the Ducks. Blades move it out ahead, though. And now picked up by Wadden. Wadden loses the puck. Ducks come back the other way. Schwartz on the near side. Fired down into the Ducks zone. Picked up behind the net by Banovitz. Banovitz moves up ahead up to St. Germain. It was Schwartz that made the pass up to St. Germain. He skates off for the change. Wrist shot by Wassam. And a save by Anzavino. And that'll stop the clock with 18:20 remaining here in the second period. 1-0, the Ducks lead. Blades have cranked out a couple of shots here recently. They've closed the gap. 9-10 is the shot count. Ducks lead in that department. They win this face-off. Colton Smith retrieves the puck behind the net, tries to ring it around the boards. Clept in on the far side by the Blades momentarily, and now it's moved up ahead to Kuda. Kuda skates it across the red line, fires it in. Shot on goal. Severson with the save. And he freezes the puck with 18:07 remaining here in the second period. The Ducks will travel to Chicago to take on the Cougars in a 2-game series next weekend, a Saturday-Sunday affair. The Blades will play back here at the Four Seasons next Friday night, 7:30, against the Blaine Energy. Puck fired in by Josh Repal of the Ducks, and the Blades will skate it out. Jordan Jackson skates it up ahead, loses the puck to Erdman, though. And the Blades will fire it across. Good defensive play that time by Tom Kobiak as he steps up and interrupts that pass. Springer with it on the near side. He loses the puck. Picking up the loose one is Sherman Mowry. Mowry, one of the leading scorers, 9 goals. He's leading in points, rather. I have to look back. I think he had, maybe it was 9 points. Schwartz is also up there with him. Mowry had a hat trick last night. Scored 2 power play goals in the second period. Blades having trouble clearing it out of their zone. Jordan Jackson, they've got a long shift going on here. Soren Kolstrup finally picks it up high in the zone, moves it up ahead to Springer. Springer with a wrist shot, 5 feet wide of the net. Picked up on the far side by Corey Potash. He drops it down into the corner. Blades not able to keep it in. Fired in, though, by Chase Wedding. He'll pull up at the blue line, down on the forecheck. It's Corey Potash. And the Ducks are able to move it into the Blades zone. Mowry on the attack, up to Wedding. Wedding moves it in. Spencer Heitkamp on the forecheck. Ducks move it out of the zone on the near side boards. Up ahead to Christian Vela. Vela rings it around the boards and continues in on the forecheck. Big collision on the far side boards. Corey Payne tries to ring it around. Chase Wedding chips it out. Oh, kept in nicely on the far side by Olette. But the Blades chip that puck out. And Bella's going to skate off for a change as he chips that one deep into the zone. Oh, chance out front for the Blades. Wrap-around attempt by Purdue. Saved by Severson. Actually, I don't know if he got a shot on. And the Blades are going to clear down the length of the ice. It's going to be an icing call, and that'll stop the clock with 15:44 remaining here in the second period. 12-10 are the shots on net. Ducks lead in that department. They lead the game 1-0. They scored the lone goal at the 13:57 mark. John Banovitz burying that one. Potash wins or loses that draw for the Blades. He's got his man pinned up against the boards. Coy Payne picks up the loose puck, skates it out of his own zone on the far side. Gets it up across the red line, scoots it up ahead down the length of the ice. Blades will change up 4 behind him. Coy Payne continues on the forecheck and laying a big body here on the near side, Jake Freise. Blades keep it in the zone in the high slot. Freise on the attack. Now the breakout pass up to Corey Schwartz. Schwartz down across the line in the right side wing. His shot is on the outside of the net. Severson tried to get a glove on it, but it was wide. Hit the net on the outside. Trickled in behind the net. Now a chance for Schwartz out front. His quick turnaround wrist shot is off the skate of one of the Blades players. Loose puck out front. Can't get it. Can't find the handle. And here on the near side, wrist shot from the near side point by Banovitz. And that one hit traffic, clearance into the right side of the zone. Continues play down in the Blade zone. It's finally picked up by, looks like Waters down there. He rings it around the boards. Ducks still on the forecheck. Erdman dumps it down deep. And the Ducks continue to control. Battling in the near side boards down in the corner, Jager Wassam. Jake Freise knocked off the puck. There's a chance for the Blades. They can't connect on the breakout pass, though. And the Ducks keep it in the zone once again. Now picking it up behind the net is Jager Wassam. Blades have a chance to break it out. Wassam skates it up ahead. Tries to pass it up to not Waters. That's Freise. Freise's going to carry it down across the line. He's going to circle. He's had a long shift. He's going to skate off for a change. And there's a chance for Najarro. And there's going to be a penalty on the far side. And it looks like it's going to go up against the Ducks, and it'll be a high sticking call on the Ducks. So the Blades will go on their second power play. The Ducks have had 2 power plays, haven't converted either one, although they did score shortly after. They had 2 back-to-back power plays, and then they scored just a few seconds or about a minute into after they killed that one off. Time of the penalty, 6:06. So it's a high sticking call on Wyatt Nielsen. And the Blades on the power play. They control the puck. Wadden has it. Drops it down low to Soren Kolstrup. Kolstrup pulls it up in the top of the circle. Gets the ball or the puck back. Fires it wide of the net. Picked up on the far side. Wrist shot. Saved by Anzavino. Chance out front. Nobody there. Kolstrup tries to pick up the loose puck on the near side board. Checked off the puck by Christian Vela. Blades continue to control. Springer fires it into the shin of one of the Ducks players. He'll skate Maury. That would block that pass. He skates off for a change. Now Soren Kolstrup's going to circle at center ice. Carries it up the blue line. Nice little dangle there right at the blue line. Saved by Anzavino. And there's a quick shot by Wedding. And that hit traffic out front. Kolstrup still on the shift. Out to Chase Lewis at the point. Chase Lewis, quarterback on that one, drops it down to Wedding. Wedding drops a cross pass. Oh, nice save that time by Anzavino as he covered a lot of ground to get back. Another wrist shot, loose puck. Continues on the far side. It's Colton Springer with it. Soren Kolstrup, wrist shot. That one finally hits traffic, and the Ducks finally able to ice it down the length of the ice, and they'll change up 4 as the Blades have 40 seconds remaining in the power play. Chase Lewis gathering up the puck in his own zone. He'll skate it up across the red line. And the loose puck is knocked off his stick. The loose puck is picked up by Payne. He'll backhand it deep bound into the zone. Lewis on the forecheck. Coy Payne will control it on the far side boards. Momentarily anyway. Christian Lee picks up the loose puck behind the net. Down there on the play, it's Oskari Valley. Lee will pick it up down in the end boards. 8 seconds remaining in the power play. Quick wrist shot from the far side point by Payne. That one went wide of the net. And the Ducks are at full strength to get their player back into the play here. And they've got all 5 on the ice. Here come the Ducks back the other way. Pat Freeman on the forecheck as 4 players change behind him, and the Blades are going to turn right around, and they get it moved right on up to Spencer Heitkamp. Heitkamp carries it down deep into the zone for the Blades, and back the other way it's Erdman. Erdman carries it across the line. They're going to be offsides, though, delayed offsides. They have to come back and tag up. Kuda picks it up at center ice, and he fires it down deep. Ducks will change off one, and quick slap shot from the near side. That was wide of the net. That was Erdman. And Severson tries to cover it up, but the puck squirts away from him, and the Blades will fire it up high in the air down the length of the ice. That'll be an icing call, and it'll bring the face-off back the other way. So the Ducks able to kill off 2 penalties. They killed off one early in the game, and just killed off one here moments ago. Blades had a couple of good chances there, but couldn't quite close the deal. A couple of nice saves that series by Gennaro Anzavino for the Ducks. 11:07 remaining here in the second period. 1-0, the Ducks lead. Blades win that face-off. The battle in the corner. Maury in on this shift. Nielsen kept it in. Far side, wrist shot. Colton Smith rings it around, back out to Smith. Wrist shot, flutters through the air, hits some traffic out front. Not sure if it got through to Severson or not. Now the pass over to Repal. Repal fires that one, hits traffic out front. Trickles into the corner. Tristan Clusat tried to move it out. 23 fired that one. That one deflects up into the netting. That'll stop play with 10:38 remaining here in the second period. 1-0, the Ducks lead. I can hear it.
That's why I noticed it. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Blades win the face-off, but hard in on the forecheck was Krause. And now the Blades control. They'll skate out of their own zone. Colton Springer carries it across the red line. Now here comes Soren Kolstrup. Gathers the puck up low in the circle. Able to get a shot in on the backhand. Tried to get it over to Springer. That play was broken up by Krause, though. Krause picks it out of the air at center ice. Tries to drop it off to one of the players streaking up behind him. Caleb Combs, though, intercepts that one and fires it deep. Blades are back down in on the forecheck. Ducks move it out to center ice. Wadden pulls up at center ice for the Blades. Moves it up ahead to Colton Springer. Springer battles on the near side boards. Now Naharo picks it up. Skates up ahead. Matthew Stewart lays a body on him. Naharo loses the puck. Ducks come up the other way. Evan Erdman backhands it down deep into the zone as he skates off for a change. Wedding is going to pick it up. He fires it up to Chase Lewis. Lewis tips it. Goes down deep into the Blade zone. Lewis got a stick on it, so no icing there. Now Corey Schwartz picks it up on the far side corner for the Ducks. Schwartz battles. The Ducks have it on their stick. Quick wrist shot down low. Nice shot that time by Wadden. It did go wide, but good shot from his knee there. A little collision in front of us here. Chase Wedding battling against Walby of the Ducks. Ducks on the forecheck in the Blade zone. Lose the puck. Coy Payne scoots it out to center ice. Ducks flip around and fire right back down into the corner. They're going to change up. They got 3 off on that change. And the Blades will work a breakout and pass up to Wadden. And Wadden got in ahead of the puck, had to tag up briefly. They fire deep into the zone. Wadden on the forecheck, and the Blades will change up 4. Wadden intercepts it down in the zone. And almost a critical mistake that time by the Ducks, but they recover, and skating it out of over the red line is Pat Freeman. Freeman continues on the forecheck for the Ducks. Over to assist is Cal Erdman. Wadman and check out front. 18 got that one. Kuda with a quick shot down low, and Severson with the save. Collision behind the net as Freeman's knocked off the puck of the Ducks. Blades flip it out to center ice. Gloved out of the air by Erdman. Not able to keep it in. Ducks change off. They get 4 off on that change. And here come the Blades back the other way. Volley carries. Volley got in just ahead of the puck, and that'll be whistled for an offsides call. They'll slow up play and bring the face-off outside the zone. Ducks doing a nice job of changing up lines, keeping fresh legs out there tonight. They seem to just be timing that really well. Able to keep the pressure up on the Blades. Ducks win that face-off. D-to-D pass over to the far side. They fire it out to center ice. That one is on net, so no icing on that one. And that'll stop the play with 7:50 remaining here in the second period. Score remains Ducks 1, the Blades 0. Ducks have 16 shots on net. Blades 0. Christian Lee will take the draw this time for the Blades. And they win that one. Nice play carrying it out of his own zone. That's Jake Freise. Freise continues down in on the forecheck. Rings it around the boards. Now the Ducks look like they're going to bring it back out the other way. Freise, 6'2", 185 pounds, out of Evanston, Illinois. Big body out there. Picked up on the far side by Combs. Freise lays a body on Erdman just outside the zone. Picked up by Wassum. Wassum across to Kranzler. Kranzler, breakout pass to Lead. Lead carries it across the line, drops it off as a couple Blades players change behind them. They get 3 off on that change. Here come the Ducks back the other way. Pass all the way up ahead to Hunter Kraus. Stewart comes in to assist on the forecheck. And the Ducks have to pull up on that play as the late offsides call. They're all tagged up and back in on the forecheck. Pass up ahead on the Blades. Coming back the other way, Colton Springer with it on the near side boards. Can't find the handle on it. And that's going to be an offsides call. That'll bring the face-off back. We had a closing hand on the puck. Corey Payne grabbed it and tried to bat it out of the air, but he grabbed it just a little bit too long, so that'll put the face-off down in the Blade zone to the right side of Severson. 6:47 remaining here in the second. Schwartz will face off against Caleb Combs. Ducks win that one cleanly. It comes out to Banovic. Shot was wide, and Soren Kolstrup fired it down the length of the ice. The Ducks got to it before it went down the length, though. Schwartz knocks that one out of the air, picked up by Soren Kolstrup in his own zone. Kolstrup tries to buy some time, skates it out on the near side. Passed there by one of the Ducks players. Give and go was to Springer. Oh, big collision right outside here. A big wrist shot out front from Clusat. Oh, and a chance for Springer. Picking up the centering pass from Soren Kolstrup. Springer was kind of screened by one of the D players. I don't think he saw the puck coming through there. Back to retrieve is Clusat for the Blades. Breakout pass to Chase Lewis. Lewis gets it up to the red line, dumps it deep. On the forecheck, it's Wadden. Kyle Wadden rings it around the boards. Here come the Ducks back the other way. Cross ice pass over to Freeman. Freeman fires it down well wide of the net. In on the forecheck, it's Erdman. Lewis on the near side. Tries to break it out. Now the breakout pass to Naharo. Ducks fire it deep again. They change up 3. Forward line change by the Ducks. Breakout pass by Clusat up to Chase Lewis. Lewis flips that one into the air, and it's gloved out of the air by Enzavino. And that'll stop play with 5:07 remaining here in the second period. It's 1-0, the Ducks lead. They also lead in the shots on goal. They have 16 versus the Blades' 14 shots on goal. Ducks beat the Blades last night 4-3. It's a good game. Good back and forth action. This one's also a good game. A few missed opportunities. Oh, nice deflection out front that time by Heitkamp. But deflected it into traffic. But good scoring opportunity that time for the Blades. Good quick loose puck out front. Quick backhand shot by Volley. Resulted in a loose puck. And now here come the Ducks. A 3-on-3 attack. Wrist shot wide of the net. Picked up on the far side by Banovic. Banovic fires it down the boards. Down into the corner. It's Nielsen with it. He drops it off for Tom Koviak. Tom Koviak battles in the goal, sets up, he set up Vela nicely out front. Vela got a stick on it, but couldn't quite hit the bullseye. Now a chance out front. Oh, right under the stick, and there's a chance shot by Stewart. And Severson makes the save on that one. 4:11 remaining here in the second period. That'll stop play and we'll have a face-off to Severson's right side. 17-15 shots on net. Ducks leading there. Christian Vela will take the draw for the Ducks. Ducks win that cleanly. Quick shot, wrapped out of the... Oh, he lost that one out of his glove. See, there's going to be a penalty coming, and this one's going to be on the Blade. Oh, that one's on the Ducks, actually. So, we've got a cross-check down low, and the Blades will go on the power play for the third time tonight.
16 minutes, number 11.
Right at the 4-minute mark, so 16 minute, that'll be Christian Vela will take 2 for the Ducks. And the Blades will go on their third power play of the night. Had a couple of good opportunities on the last one. Taking the draw for the Blades, Kyle Watt, and they win it, but it comes outside the zone. They're like, oh, now an odd man rush for the Ducks rather. Hunter Kraus in, and Severson makes the save. Blades fumbled that one at the blue line, and Hunter Kraus was in all alone on Severson. Severson made a really nice play as Kraus tried to go to his right, goalie left, skater right. Here comes Soren Kolstrup down across the line for the Blades. Picks up his own loose puck. Play is broken up by Hunter Kraus. And I would suspect a couple of changes by the Ducks will change 2 on the line change, and here come the Blades out of their own zone. Minute 05 remaining in the power play. On the far side, it's Wadden. Down into the corner. Colton Springer with it in the near side corner. Soren Kolstrup circles the zone. Pulls up at the circle, and he fires, and he scores! Soren Kolstrup snipes that one from the top of the circle. Kolstrup from Combs and Potash. And the Blades tie it up here with 2:50 remaining here in the second period. Time of the goal, 17-10. We believe it was Kolstrup from Potash and Caleb Combs. And it's a tie game with 2:44. So power play goal for the Blades. And back to action here on the ice. Here come the Blades out of their own zone. Christian Lieb moves it up ahead. Back to retrieve is Jake Freisey. He's knocked off the puck. Griffin Waters picks up the loose one. Jagers Wassam moves up ahead. There's a shot on net by Lieb. That one caroms into the corner. Saved by Anzabino. And there's going to be a penalty on, I think it's going to be on the Blades this time. Let's see what we've got. We got a roughing call. So penalty on Jake Fries. He gets called for roughing at 17:56. And now the Ducks will have their third power play of the night. Actually, we got coincidental minors, so actually we'll still have 5-on-5 hockey. So coincidental roughing minors as Alex Ouellette takes a seat for the Ducks. Penalties are at 17:56, so basically those two will sit for the remainder of the second period. So we'll still skate 5-on-5 during coincidental minors like that. 2:04 remaining, so it won't affect the power plays in any way. Ducks move it up ahead to Nate Kuda. Kuda carries it across the line, skates around Jordan Jackson. Ooh, nice save by Severson that time. Blades battle on the near side boards. Antonia Nahara. Oh, there's a little collision on the near side boards as Pusat laid a shoulder on one of the Ducks. Here come the Blades out of their own zone. The pass up ahead to Chase Lewis. No connection there. Now all of a sudden we've got a 3-on-1 by the Ducks. Cross ice pass saved by Severson. Oh my gosh, I'm not sure how he got a toe on that one. Freeman, I believe, had the shot on that one. It was shot in on net by Chase Lewis. And that one's gloved out of the air, and that'll end Zavino with the save back on the other end. 1:11 remaining in the second. And boy, the Ducks had a 3-on-1 opportunity there and just couldn't convert. Severson made a toe save on that one that was just fantastic. Potash will take the face-off for the Blades. Ducks control it behind the net. Comes out to Coy Payne of the Blades. He's going to turn the play right back around and fire it in. It's gloved out of the air by the Ducks' Colton Smith. And they'll set up a breakout play once again. He drops it off to Wyatt Nielsen, who comes out of the zone with a head of steam, but can't get any further than just outside the blue line. Now the cross-ice pass all the way to the other side, and the loose puck is picked up on the near side by Tom Koviak. Rings it around the boards. 41 seconds remaining in the first. Blades don't want to give up a goal at this point in the game and in the period. Coy Payne tries to breakout pass. Got caught up in skates on the other side, but he gets it out of the zone. Ducks have to tag up, and they do. Blades come the other way. Chase Wedding with a wrist shot. And Zavino with a blocker save, and that one caroms up into the net and stops play with 22 seconds remaining here in the second period. It's a 1-1 game. The Ducks scored in the first period, and the Blades scored in the second. Banovitz for the Ducks. Kolstrup for the Blades on the power play. Officials having a discussion on the far side. Hazuka and Millette talking things over with Eric Frickman, one of the linesmen. So there might have been a clock, might be a clock adjustment. They usually have a discussion like that. They go over and talk to the coaches. I'm not sure if the clock didn't start on time or stop on time. Oh, no change to the time there, so I guess we're good. All right, Combs will face off for the Blades. Blades end up winning the draw. Combs with a quick shot out front. He's knocked off the puck. Bouncing puck out front, and Savino. And Combs picked up a shoulder right after he shot. It just looked like one of those quarterback plays where you release the ball and get hit by the blitzing safety. Combs down on the ice. Trainer coming out to tend to him. Got the shot off. He was hit just as he released that one. So hopefully he's going to be okay here. We'll let you know he's down, and Wendy's attending to him, and I think he felt the shock of that one. 12 seconds remaining here in the second period. 1-1 is the score. Looks like he might have taken one up in the chin, and it doesn't feel too good. It's up on his knees now. So I mentioned earlier, the Dells Ducks will be heading down to Chicago next weekend. Two-game series, a Saturday-Sunday affair. And the Blades will host the Blaine Energy next Friday night right here at the Four Seasons Center. Game time is 7:30. Caleb Combs skates off under his own power. Shaken up a bit on that play, so we'll see if just about done with the second period. We'll see if he comes out in the third. It's kind of a nasty hit, though, in the high slot. It's a clean hit, but pretty assertive shot just as he released the puck. All right, Blades have 12 seconds to convert this face-off. It's going to be Kyle Wadden. He'll face off against Corey Schwartz. Actually, they'll change it up. Colton Springer will take the draw, and the Blades will win. Oh, they couldn't quite get a shot on that one. Fans on the shot. Wadden with a shot, and a nice carom out front. It was a harmless-looking shot by Wadden, and then Springer came out, and it kind of caromed off of him and into Anzavino. Anzavino made the save, and the puck bounced around a little bit, but they were able to kick it out to the side, and they keep the puck out of the net. That's the result of that play. And the score remains, it's 1-1. That's the end of the second period. And I hope you stick around for a few minutes. We'll have third period action starting in about 15 minutes. But right now we're going to play the interview with Soren Kolstrup, one of the other captains of the Steele County Blades. Roy Koenig, the regular announcer, had a chance to sit down with him earlier this week and talk about Blades hockey and his time with the Blades and his time in Owatonna. So stay tuned. That'll be coming up in just a few seconds. All right, hopefully you hung in there. We're gonna replug these cords. We're gonna try this interview with Soren Kolstrup again. So here's Soren Kolstrup with Roy Koenig earlier this week.
I remember the Steele County Blades as Soren Kolstrup, one of the assistant captains for the team, certainly one of the veteran guys as well. So comment a little bit about that role as a veteran and as one of the captains to help lead this team.
Yeah, it's an honor for sure. I've had a lot of good leadership come in my presence in the past. We've had a lot of good guys come through the locker room, and I think just like more than anything, there's a lot of young guys that are coming in here from a long ways away, and just try to make them feel welcome and kind of, just show them how things are supposed to be done, and kind of grow together as a team and just be close along the way, I guess.
What do the young guys need to know to play hockey at this level, and especially if they're in a new system, new teammates that they don't know? What's the transition like for a young guy?
I think it's just a different environment. Like like for example, my first year I was 26 hours away from my family. You know, there's some guys that are way further than that. So I mean, it's just kind of getting used to a new environment, trying to implement new systems. You know, just kind of managing your time and paying attention to little details that coach wants us to look at. So I don't know, it's just kind of being responsible for yourself, I guess. Yeah.
The first several games of the season have been very good for the Blades. Why is that? What makes this? What are the strengths of this team here early on?
I think focus has been really good. Like, you know, we get up really early in the morning for practice, and I mean, even today we were super loud when we were warming up. Like, it's just, I don't know, I think the focus is a lot better than maybe it has been in the past 2 years. I don't know what it is. I think just a lot of guys are eager to play well.
Now, of course, you played with the Blades for a few years, and you played high school hockey here at Four Seasons Center in Owatonna. How do you like the new look of the building, the inside with the new bleachers and the kind of reconfigured rink with the player benches on the other side? How do you like the look of it here before the first game anyway?
I think it's awesome. Like, we're pretty spoiled. We have a great facility out here for shooting and stuff like that, and you know, just the bleachers make it look even better. I think it's really great.
A couple of keys then for home opening weekend. The Dells Ducks will be the opponent on the Saturday night, Sunday afternoon, in addition to a game in Blaine on Friday. But so just some thoughts, some keys for this big weekend of 3 games.
Yeah, I think, you know, we're playing 2 good teams. Blaine last year, we kind of beat up on them at times, and then they kind of stole one from us at the end of the year. So I think we're looking to get that one back. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to be a good weekend of games for sure. We just got to, you know, do our part, and I think we'll be successful.
All right. Soren Kohlstrup, one of the assistant captains for the Steele County Blades. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
think we got some audio back here. Shot from the point, the near side, Walby. Saved by Severson. He steers that one down into the corner. Back into the blade zone is picked up by Jagger Wassam. Wassam moves it up ahead. Springer on the near side boards. You got a penalty coming behind the play. Colton Springer shaking up on the play. And he'll skate over to the bench on his own power. Got a high stick call. I think Springer caught one up high, and the Blades will go on the power play here in the third. Time of the play, 10:30. Time of the penalty, rather, 10:30. So in the box for the Ducks is Braxton Walby after he picks up a high-sticking penalty. And the Blades will go on the power play with 9:30 remaining here in the third period. Scores all tied up at 1 apiece. Blades win the draw. Caleb Combs with it in the corner. Rings it around the board. Stepping up is Coy Payne to keep it in. Volley picks up the loose cut puck. Volley from Finland picks up the puck, and now the Blades of the Cal. It skitters off the toe of the stick of Christian Lieb, and the Ducks are able to ice that one down. They'll change up 4 rather, and Coy Payne's going to bring it back the other way for the Steele County Blades. Coy Payne battles behind the net. In there to assist is Christian Lieb. Lieb comes out of the scrum with the loose puck. Cross ice pass over to Colton Springer. Springer's shot is blocked by the Ducks. Tom Koviak. Nice play that time by Tom Koviak. Kraus is knocked off the puck. We're probably going to have a cross-check penalty on. Yep, cross-checking penalty on the Blades. And that'll even things up 4 apiece at 4 on. So we'll skate 4 on 4 for the next minute, and then the Ducks will go on a power play of their own for 57 seconds. So in the box for the Blades is Chase Wedding. Oh, loose puck. He had it covered up. I thought Severson had that one covered up, but didn't have control of it, obviously. And Ducks just thought it had a good chance to score there. Oh, here coming in the zone. Quick wrist shot. That one's deflected up into the netting. As Stewart came in down the left side wing, fired a wrist shot that caromed up into the net. Went off the Blades players, so had the face-off in the zone. Mowry will take the draw for the Ducks. Blades win this one. They ring it around the boards. Chase Lewis picks it up on the near side boards. And then following him up on the play is Kyle Wadden. They get it as far as the Ducks blue line, and the Ducks turn it back around. It's going to be an icing call as it's 4 on 4 right now. 4 on 4 hockey for another 28 seconds, and then the Ducks will go on a 57-second power play of their own. .57 remaining in the third period. Scores all tied up at 1 apiece. Ducks have 30 shots on net. The Blades have 21. Ducks have pulled ahead here in the third period. It's been even most of the game. Ducks will travel to Chicago next Saturday and Sunday to face the Chicago Cougars. Blades just have one game next weekend. They'll face off against the Blaine Energy next Friday night at 7:30. The following weekend, the Blades will travel to Wisconsin Rapids. Ducks skated out of their zone, working the puck at neutral ice. They pass it over to Repaul. Repaul is going to gain the line on the near side boards. Over to Willette. Slap shot, didn't get all of that one. Blocked out front by Soren Kolstrup. It fired down in the corner. Colstrip battles. Comes out to the point. Wrist shot by Repal. Saved by Severson. He steers it into the corner. Now the Ducks are on the power play for the next 55 seconds. Over to pick up the loose puck is Potash for the Blades. Potash on the near side board. Skating around him is Christian Vela. Potash slowed him up just enough. Lays a body on Tom Koviak on the near side boards. And the Blades are able to ice it down the puck, and they'll change up 4. As the Ducks are down to 23 seconds remaining in the power play. They'll have a chance for one more rush. Setting up the play behind the net is Repal. He moves it up ahead to Schwarz. Schwarz on the far side boards right in front of the score box. Blades pick that one up, and it's fired down the ice by Jagger Wassam. And the Ducks are down to 5 seconds remaining in the power play. Here come the Ducks out of their own zone. The pass up to St. Germain. Wide of his stick, and that'll be an icing call, and it'll come all the way back down to the other end. Yeah, I believe this face-off will be over to Anzavino's right side with 6:29 remaining here in the third. We're skating 5-on-5 hockey. It's 1-1. Ducks lead the series 3-2. They split a couple of weeks ago down in the Dells, and last night the Ducks won 4-3, so good tight matchup between these two teams. Oh, nice play that time by Nahara. He brings it around from behind the net, sets up down in the corner. Defended there by Josh Repal. And now Wadden had control near side boards. Not for long, though, as the Ducks ring it around the boards, and St. Germain battles on the far side. Scrum of players. Wadden looking to pick up the loose puck out of there. St. Germain continues to battle for the Ducks. Wadden comes out with it. Shot on net. Anzavino with a save. Got up high on Anzavino, but sharp angle shot. And that'll stop the clock with 5:48 remaining here in the third period. Left the face-off to Anzavino's left side. And coming in to take the draw for the Blades, it'll be Christian Lieb. Ducks win this one, skating out of the scrum with his Banovitz. They get it out to center ice. Good defense that time for the Blades on the far side. It wasn't Banovitz, that was Wassam over there. Now the Ducks work to bring it out. Nice pass over to Blades, gain the zone. Freeman has it out front. Blades regain control. They ring it around the boards. Kept in by the Ducks on the far side. Picked up on the far side corner by Wassam. Passes it up ahead to Freise. Freise can't find the handle. Not able to get it out. Kept in by Walby on the near side of the blue line. Ducks are going to change up 4. Walby is the lone player staying out. Here come the Blades out of their own zone. It's Caleb Kranzler skating in across the red line. Gains his own momentarily, but now coming back the other way is Jake Tom Koviak. He centers it up. Shot on goal, actually. And Severson makes the save, and that one caroms up into the net, and it'll stop play. We'll have a face-off to Severson's left side. Tom Koviak with a nice play. Good recovery there by the Ducks as they came right back the other way. Tom Koviak taking a wrist shot from the right wing. Face-off actually to Severson's right side. Mowry will take the draw, one of the leading scorers for the Ducks. Mowry and Schwarz, each with 9 points apiece. Wyatt Nelson also has, no, Wyatt's one behind him, or Nielsen rather. He's got 8 goals, or points, not goals, points. Mowry with a hat trick here last night. Caleb Combs will be the guy he faces off against. Blades win that one. They get it out of the zone. And the Ducks forces an offside by the Ducks. They weren't able to clear out before they came right back in. So that'll bring the face-off outside the zone. Almost like football positioning here as they work their way up the ice through a series of stoppages of play. Mowry once again against Caleb Combs. There's the drop of the puck. Blades win that one cleanly. Oh, and the DD pass, they misconnect. And oh, here's an odd man rush. Nielsen with a wrist shot just wide of the net. And we got an injury on the far side. It's looks like 21. It's Springer trying to get off the ice on the far side. Gets off the ice. Blades are back to 5 guys on the ice. And the Ducks with the puck down low. They fire it down into the corner. Wedding picks it up behind the net. Loses it to one of the Ducks players down there. We also got Billy Perdue on the forecheck for the Ducks. Oh, and Wedding had his stick pulled out of his hands. He was trying to get it out of the scrum. Either somebody was holding onto it or it was tangled up in somebody's legs, but he couldn't get his stick out. But the Blades did regain control of the puck. And, two mishaps in a row here with that D-to-D pass as Soren Kolstrup was starting to turn up ice. So when the pass came over there, he wasn't there. Kolstrup a forward. And here come the Blades trying to regain control there. Cross ice pass over to Vela. Vela's tripped up, and they get the call. Vela was tripped up just as he skated over the blue line. And we're going to be Billy or Braxton Walby is going to go back in the penalty box. He had a second penalty of the night. He was on the I can't read my writing. He had a penalty earlier though, and 16 Walby will go in the box once again on a tripping call. And Coach Nick Adamick for the Steele County Blades is going to call a timeout, and they'll figure out how to convert this power play with 3:29 remaining in the third into some points. Time of the penalty is 16:29. Check that, 16:31. So Blades looking for a win here to move up into the standings. Coming into today's game, they trailed the Forest Lake Lakers by 2 points. So they would potentially tie with them as the Lakers, looks like the Lakers are off today. If they could get a win here, it would move them into a two-way tie for second place. Ducks win the face-off. Blades control, though, after the play. D-to-D pass. Oh, shot down low. Nice pass that time by Wedding as he had Wadden coming across the slot. Wadden got a stick on it, but carried it up into the netting, so that'll actually bring the play outside the zone as it was off the Blade stick. So Wadden will face off against the Ducks' Tom Koviak. And the Ducks win that one cleanly. Soren Kolstrup picks up the puck. He fires that one down into the corner, rings it around the boards, and in on the forecheck on the near side is Wadden. Chase Lewis in there also for the Blades. Soren Kolstrup. Blades on the power play. A minute 33 remaining in the power play. Kolstrup. Quick wrist shot out front by Springer. And now it's out to Chase Lewis. Down to Wedding. Wedding with a shot down in. And Anzavino with the save. 2:48 remaining in the third. A minute 19 remaining in the power play. Kyle Wadden faces off for the Blades. They win the draw. Chase Lewis rings it around the boards for the Blades, gets it down deep, kept in on the far side rather. They get it over to Soren Kolstrup. Kolstrup turns on a dime on the far side wall. Wrist shot, that one goes wide of the net. Minute remaining in the power play. Oh, and Colton Springer loses the handle on that one down in the corner, and the Ducks are able to clear it down the zone. They pass it up ahead once again to Springer. He catches Lewis on full stride coming across the blue line. Lewis keeps the puck. Brings it out to the blue line over to Springer. Springer takes a look in. skates it over to the center, gets it over to Wedding. Wedding passes it down low into the corner. That's Soren Kolstrup. His wrist shot's off of one of the Ducks players, off a foot, I believe. He hobbles off. And here come the Blades over the blue line once again. Big wrist shot that time by Wedding. That one I think was wide of the net. Enzavino did get a blocker pad on that one and steered it up into the net. And the Blades have 19 seconds left in this power play to try to gain the lead. There's 1:48 remaining in regulation. Potash will take the draw. He faced off against Vela. Blades keep it in the zone. And that shot from the point caromed off a skate, trickled in, and Anzavino covers that one up. 1:41 remaining in regulation. 12 seconds remaining in the power play. Potash will take the draw once again. He'll face off against Maury. Ducks win it, but it goes up into the net once again. Able to get that one back. It was trapped up there momentarily. We'll drop the clock once again. That ran 2 seconds off the clock. Potash and Maury facing off again. Maury wins that draw, and it hits the net once again. We'll have another face-off down in the corner there. 5 seconds left in the power play, and the Blades will change up lines because we'll have 5-on-5 hockey here momentarily. So coming into the take the draw now is Kyle Wadden. Wadden from Des Moines, Iowa. Couple hours south, 2.5 hours south of here. That puck trickled up over the glass and have a stoppage of play. There's 1:29 remaining in regulation. If we go to overtime, it's a 5-minute overtime. If it remains tied after that, it is a 5-on-5 shootout. If it's tied after that, it'll be the shootout will continue one player at a time. Face off in the Duck zone. Blades win it cleanly. Nahara tried to pass it out to Wedding. Comes out of the zone, though, and here come the Ducks back the other way. Wedding with it, moves it up ahead to Wadden. Wadden checked off the puck on the far side, gets it up to Nahara. Nahara gets it down deep, but it's picked up there by the Ducks' Evan Erdman. Erdman moves it up ahead to Billy Perdue. Perdue tries to get it up to St. Germain, but St. Germain was well up ahead, and their Blades coaches are arguing for a face-off in the Duck zone, thinking it was an intentional offside, but their officials aren't buying that, and face-off will happen just outside the zone. Maury will take the draw for the Ducks. Caleb Combs for the Blades. 1 minute remaining here in the third period. Walby for the Ducks fires it down deep into the Blades zone. It's picked up there by Chase Wedding. He rings it around the boards, and here come the Blades out of their own zone. They get it just past the blue line. It's broken up by the Ducks. Picking it up there is Tom Koviak. He rings it down deep into the Blades zone once again. Here come the Blades out of their zone. Nahara picks it up off his skate, skates it down across the blue line on the near side wing. Tries to center it up. That play is broken up nicely by defenseman, look like Braxton Walby of the Ducks. That'll stop play with 32 seconds. 32 seconds left in regulation. The score's all tied up. Next goal is going to be a big one. Not to sudden death yet, but effectively next goal will very likely seal the deal. Colton Springer's shot is broken up, blocked by Kristen Vela. Tried to skate out, but his attempt was broken up. Puck is pinned up against the wall by Kyle Wadden of the Blades. Now the Ducks work it out of their own zone. Pass up ahead to Hunter Kraus. He gets it down. Oh, loose puck right around Anzavino. And kept in on the near side by Chase Wedding. Actually squirted out of the zone. Chase Lewis fakes a shot. Now he's going to try to skate in, and he's hit right at the buzzer. Hitting the back right at the buzzer, and we're going to go to overtime. At the end of regulation, it's the Dells Ducks 1, the Steele County Blades 1. Ducks have outshot the Blades 32-27. And we'll have a 3-minute break. We'll stay on the air here. We'll have a 3-minute break before we drop the puck on a sudden death overtime. And while we're doing that, we'll take a look at some of the other scores in the Midwest Elite Division. It's the last night. It was the Chicago Cougars beating the Detroit Fighting Irish 4-0. Chicago Cougars are in third place in the Elite Midwest Division. There's River Falls. I was trying to figure out some of these team names. So the abbreviations. So River Falls, formerly the Hudson Crusaders. River Falls Renegades. They beat up on the Blaine Energy last night, 10-3. It was on Friday night. Chicago beat Detroit Fighting Irish 4-5. So they took 2 from Detroit this weekend. Wisconsin Rapids playing River Falls today. That game is in progress, but no score being reported yet. Wisconsin Rapids River Kings are in first place in the Midwest Elite Division. 18 points. You got a record of 9-1. The Dells Ducks in second place with a record of 7-2. All right, we're going to drop the puck. It's sudden death overtime in this game between the Steele County Blades and the Dells Ducks. Goalies do switch ends. Chase Lewis with it. Passes it over to Soren Kolstrup. Kolstrup carries it across the line. It is 3-on-3 hockey. I wasn't aware of this new rule. Oh, quick shot by Soren Kolstrup. Wasn't aware of this rule change, but this year in the USPHL, we're going to 3-on-3 hockey in overtime. And here coming back the other way is Wyatt Nielsen. Nielsen's shot is off the skate of Chase Lewis. He's going to look up ice. He's got Coy Payne. Payne streaks across the blue line on the near side as Lewis skates off for a change. Payne drops it off to Chase Wedding. And coming right back the other way, end-to-end action, John Banovitz. Banovitz carries it down into the corner, checked off the puck, and a chance out front dropped off to Stewart. And here comes Payne battle. Stewart's going to pick up the loose puck in the corner for the Ducks. Ducks got another change coming off the bench is Josh Repal. Here come the Blades out of their own zone. Colton Springer on the near side. He drops it back. They're going to set it up a little bit here. Coy Payne has it. Payne's going to carry it into the zone. He rings it around the boards. Picking it up on the far side is Soren Kolstrup, rather. And coming down across the line for the Ducks is Josh Repal. Repal is going to pick up his own pass or loose puck in the corner. Coy Payne's been out there a while. He needs to probably switch up as soon as he gets a chance. He's going to get tired out here. And now Payne skates out of his own zone, moves the puck up to Soren Kolstrup, and there goes Payne off the ice. Just as he goes off, here come the Ducks back the other way. Kolstrup with a strong back shot. Loses the puck, and it's picked up by Kraus. Kraus with a wrist shot. Ooh, just off. Here come the Ducks back the other way. Kolstrup with a strong back shot. Loses the puck, and it's picked up by Kraus. Kraus with a wrist shot. Ooh, just over the crossbar. Severson has pull up, and it slides it in, and he scores! Soren Kolstrup with his 7th goal of the season. His second of the night. And the Blades win this one 2-1 in overtime. Kolstrup's goal at 1:55. So Colstrup, his 7th goal of the season, his 2nd of the night. And that puts the Blades up 2-1 in overtime. The Blades win it. And that'll move them into a tie for 4th place with the Forest Lake Lakers. The Ducks will remain in 2nd place. And they'll, great game, by the way. Great weekend of hockey here. The two teams skated to a 4-3 game last night with the Ducks taking the upper hand on that one. Scored 2 goals on 2 back-to-back, 2 goals on a double minor last night to take the lead, or actually to tie it up. And then came back to finish it off later in the game. The Ducks got on the board first in this afternoon's game. John Banovitz scored his 2nd goal of the season, assisted by Braxton Walby and Jake Tom Kobiak. And then the Blades, Colstrup with 2 goals tonight. He scored the tying goal at the 17 mark of the 2nd period. It was Caleb Combs and Corey Potash assisting on that one. And then on the 3-on-3 overtime, Colstrup sniped one from the high slot. He's got a really nice shot. He can really he can pick his spot. Severson with the number 2 star of the night, by the way, goalie for the Blades. And you probably guessed it. Number 1 star tonight for the Blades, Soren Colstrup. Game-winning goal, overtime. Can't rate that one any better. Colstrup, a local kid here, grew up playing here in Owatonna, played his high school days here, and has been with the Blades on and off for the last 3 years. He's been back and forth between the Blades of the Tier 3 and a couple of different teams with the NAHL, so he's gotten some looks there and hoping to catch some attention and play some college hockey next year. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us here at the Four Seasons Center in Owatonna, Minnesota. We hope that you can join us. For you Blades fans, we hope you can join us next Friday night. Roy Koenig will be back on the microphone with that call against the Blaine Energy. And meanwhile, for those of you who are Ducks fans, we hope you can join that team. They'll be down in Chicago next Saturday and Sunday, taking on the Chicago Cougars. Final score here from the Four Seasons Center: Steele County Blades 2, the Dells Ducks 1. So long, everyone.